Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Lauren Newley here. Today we are taking it to just a whole new level of nerd and we're going to be talking about planners. I am actually really passionate about planners. I feel like I can't remember any time in my life where I didn't use a planner. I just feel like I am somebody who I think compared to maybe like the average person accomplishes a lot in a year. And I feel like especially this year, I accomplished a lot. Now, did I make a video every other Sunday like I said I was gonna do? No. But maybe that's a good 2024 goal or something a little bit less ambitious. However, I still did make videos this year. I feel like they are videos that are just more authentic to who I am. I lost almost 50 pounds. I know. I literally, if you would have asked me when I made that like I'm back video at the beginning of 2023, what I would have thought that I would have accomplished this year, losing like 50 pounds would not have been really on my radar. I'm very, very grateful. I ran almost 300 miles since May. Which is insane to me. And I reconnected with some really, really, really good friends. As well as finding my groove as a mom of two, 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I feel like even though I wasn't completely on track with the YouTube, in my real life, I just was like killing it. So that's why I wanted to make this video for you guys. The way that I have fine-tuned my planner usage is definitely worth sharing. The first thing that I want to talk about is why I feel like planners are important. Everybody has like their little like superpowers, you know what I mean? Or things that you really excel at. Character traits that you have. I think one of mine, in retrospect, now that I'm like 31 years old, mine might be grit. So if you've watched that TED Talk thing on grit, it's basically like drive and determination or like passion and perseverance. So the idea of having like a long-term goal, let's say to lose 50 pounds and the ability to like keep chipping away at that and keep that same determination that you have in the beginning all the way through towards reaching your goal. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I feel like when I look at why I'm able to achieve larger things, I think it's partially because of this planner. It's literally like my little like grit tool or like sidekick or I don't know. And something about it not being in my phone and being a physical planner, it just adds momentum for me. I think that it's also important to note that as I'm saying, it gives me momentum to have something physical. I do use the planner on my phone. I realized when I was making this, I was like, oh my God, I'm the most complex person ever. I have the fridge calendar and that's for our family. So that's like any appointments, anything that everybody needs to know. That's what goes on the fridge. That has to do with kids, that has to do with me, that has to do with pets, that has to do with the house, that lives there. Then on my phone, I have work meetings, things that have like online invitations, things like that. And then I have this baby. This is the most important part. When I say my planner, this is what I talk about my planner. So even though I do use the phone, this is the physical planner that I use. And this is how I get everything done. So I feel like having it as a physical thing is important because it gives me a space that's designated to planning and achieving goals, okay? Because when you open up your phone, you got all sorts of things on there. And it is dedicated to just me. So it has nothing to do with anybody else in the family, the pets, the cars, the house. It is literally just my space for me, for my goals, for my stuff. And I think that that is super important as just a human, but especially as a mom. And as a new mom. While we're talking about that, let's talk about this planner. Okay, so this gets me every time. This is from Target. This comes in a lot of different sizes. I have had one that's like full size of like a real like a notebook. And then I've had like little tiny ones. This is actually the first year when I've been excited about the exterior. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. I really like the interior of this and you'll see why. So this is, I'm looking at it now, the Every Girl for Day Designer. I'm gonna put it there so that you can actually see it. Okay, because there's a lot of ones that look sort of like this at Target, okay? But they're not this one. So you need to really be, you know. I don't like the fact that this one is a 2023-2024 and that it says 30-day challenge on it because that is just like a little cringy for me. I like to achieve things, but I don't like to put like times around it. But typically I like to have it dedicated to just 1 year, but I liked the outside of this so much that I was willing to make an exception. Oh, and like I said in my journaling video that I didn't like the rings, oddly enough, for my planners, they have to be ringed. And I use this other special pen specifically just for my planner because it dries a little faster and it's a little bit thinner or like finer point than my journaling one. It's not quite as glidey though. Obviously, I'm not promoting this planner, so I'm not gonna like go into everything, but I will say it is nice. They have like little things that you can reflect at the end of each month. I don't do that. What I do like about it is in the month view, you have this little to-do area, and then I like how the weeks are set up. Oh, and I like that it comes with this little thing. You know what I'm talking about? This little, I like that, okay? So on that monthly view, I will do appointments, I will do goals, I will do anything that needs to be a to-do. So that goes on that monthly part. Then in the weekly part, what I love about this is there's space at the top. So up here, I'll put my weekly goals. So whether I pull from that month list or if I just have things come up that I'm like, all right, I need to get this done this week, I'll put that here at the top. And then it's really easy to take that and schedule it into a day. Now, if you don't finish something that week, you have to carry it over to the next week so that then you can look and be like, all right, it's literally taken me 3 weeks to clean out the car, or it's taken me, you know, a long time to get something done that really didn't take that long. So it's about holding yourself accountable. And even though it pains me to carry things from one week to the next, I do that. And then this is my favorite part about this planner. So you'll see that there are 2 sides to it. So it's basically broken down the middle, and there's the one side where there's little bullet point to do things, and then there's another side where it's just empty space. So on the empty space side, that is where I put all of my responsibilities and my to-dos that have anything to do with kind of like anybody else or anything else. So that could be work things, that could be laundry, that could be chores, that could be an appointment, that could be meeting up with someone. And then on the right hand side, or the little to-do bullet ones, that's where I put anything that has to do with me and my mental and physical well-being and health. So that is where I have my morning routine, my vitamins, my nighttime routine, journaling, running, or working out. I also put water intake. So just anything that has to do with me and my physical well-being. And it's just kind of my more in my mind, even though as like somebody who doesn't have kids, you're like, okay, those are basic necessities. No, these are my like selfish things. Okay. Like it feels selfish for me to work out. It feels selfish for me to do a whole skincare routine at night or journal, but I have to do those things to keep my mental health in a good place. So I write them out for each day in the hopes that I will actually take the time to do them. The stuff on the other side, that's the stuff where it's like, yeah, we're getting this done today. So I feel like that's kind of it. I feel like hopefully you guys will feel a little bit inspired to go and grab a planner. I feel like right now is the best time to do it. Before we know it, it's going to be 2024. I was thinking the other day, I went on this little trip, and on my way back, I thought how I wanted to make this video, and I thought how I really have accomplished a lot this year, and I want to take the momentum that I have from 2023 and just like use that and capitalize on 2024. Like I thought that 2023 was my glow up, and I decided no, that was like level 1 of my glow up and level 1 of me getting my life together, and 2024 is going to be more fine tuning and level 2 is what I'm gonna call it, or round 2 maybe, let's call it. I don't know. If you're just preparing for level 1, this is a big part of it. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Who knows what it'll be about. If you have any ideas or if you want to see anything specific, let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.